now he's here.
And I am going live.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You've been springing up all over the programme,
Yeah.
but now it's a chance to sit down and have a bit of a chat. Obviously, you've been keeping a low profile for a little while, sort of putting the album together and stuff. Now, how does that work? Let's go back as far as Christmas. I mean, what have you been doing since then?
Well, I came over here and recorded 3 songs just after Christmas in January, one of which is the new single now. And then basically went back to Australia, had a week's rehearsal with the band that I'll be touring with at in the middle of the year, towards the end of the year. And then I spent three weeks working on this mini-series, which I won't tell you the name of because I think we've got a competition question at the end.
Right, fair enough, yeah.
But,
it's good you said that because I said
okay, here it is.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. There was a lot of great people in the show, and I learned a lot. And I had my dark hair, which you'll see in the video for the next single.
Right.
And it was nice to have sort of a total different change in routine. And we filmed it in South Australia, so it's good old South Australia.
I always have visions of sort of people who are making albums down in the studio, emerging from the dark after being in there for sort of 15 hours. So what's the day like? How long?
Well, it's sort of, I mean, I guess it all depends, but we basically work when we're recording a song. It's quite a quick process, I think, because I think we're trying to get a spontaneity in your performance with the records, I guess, something that you feel straight away, an emotion that you feel straight away in the record. So it doesn't necessarily take a long time, but you know, I like to get up in the morning, go for a run or swim or something like that. I can't really swim here, but I usually like to do those things, and then maybe you might do a few interviews, and later in the afternoon maybe 1 or 2 go into the studio and record for however long it takes. It could be 3 hours, it could be 4, it could be 5, but I guess that's when you know whether a song is working or whether it's not, depending on how long it actually takes and how long you actually get to pick up the tune itself. So, but it's fun. We always have a pretty good time. Play a bit of table tennis.
It's a busy old day then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just go in there, record a bit of a song, play some table tennis.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's quite.
I thought you were going to be coming out, you know, like I said, like 15 hours.
Well, it just depends. I mean, it obviously depends on the song itself and how much concentration you're putting on your work and stuff.
Quentin's hovering here with a piece of paper. What is this?
What's this?
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry.
It's okay.
Tuesday the 23rd of October, Jason plays Wembley Arena. Tickets on sale today at 10 o'clock. Right, it went on sale at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock.
What time is it now? 11:30.
11:30.
They reckon, apparently they are going so fast. What is this? This is like mega announcement time.
Really?
Do another show on the following day. Did you know anything about this?
No.
Well, you're doing another one.
Oh, well, I'm obviously doing 2 of those. So,
oh, well,
yeah.
there you go. Now, there's some exclusive information for you. If you can't get tickets for the 23rd, obviously they're selling like hotcakes. There is another date on the 24th of October at Wembley. So remember where you heard it first.
Yeah, so come down.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
let's take some phone calls.
Oh, okay.
Do be careful.
I've got my microphone here, so obviously intending to do something.
Right, first of all, line 1, I think it is.
Anyway.
Hello.
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 Hello, who's that?
Zoe.
Hi, Zoe, off you go.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Zoe. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you.
That's good.
Do you feel confident at this stage to start writing your own material? Or are you happy with Stockake and Waterman writing it for you?
Well, Philip and myself were just talking about that before, and you know, at this particular point in time, I'm happy with the producers that I'm working with, and I think that the songs that they've had for me are fantastic, and they basically reflect what I've been doing, you know, in the past sort of 12, 13 months. And I think if I was to actually start writing my own material, which I do in my own spare time, and it's a lot different, I guess, sound to Stockake and Waterman, I probably wouldn't have as much time to do the other things, like going out there and touring and getting to meet as many people as I possibly can.
Well, what sort of stuff do you write?
Well, it's more sort of guitar orientated. It's not so much dance beat, you know, high energy dance sort of music. And I guess in some ways that's sort of because I don't really have the material, the sources available to actually write that style of music. You don't have the proper drum machines and whatever. But I hope at some stage, you know, in the future you get to hear it. But we'll see.
Thanks for your question. Line
Thanks,
2.
Zoe.
Who's on 2?
Hello, it's Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
That's good.
My mum has been in hospital for a big operation. And I looked after her. And I was wondering if you've ever looked after anybody.
Well, I actually, funnily enough, you should say that, because when my parents are actually divorced, and when I was younger, I used to live with my father, and my grandmother, who actually comes from Britain and came to Australia I think in the 60s, used to actually live with us, and she sort of got very sick in the 70s, and I was probably your age. How old are you?
8.
8? Yeah, well, I was probably 8, 9, 10, around there, and unfortunately she passed away, but I understand how you sort of feel. You have to sort of go out of your way, and it's because you want to. It's because it comes from your heart, I guess, that you do things like that. But good on you. Yeah, good on you.
Well done, Rachel. Is she okay now?
Yes.
Great.
Can you wave to my sister Kirsty and wish
Kirsty,
my gran happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. How old is she?
Don't ask her that.
Well, I'm just asking. Just a question.
Nice to talk to you, Rachel.
See you,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Line number 3. Who's on 3?
Hello?
Hello.
Jason, is there anything about yourself that you'd like to change?
I don't really know. I think I'm really happy the way sort of my life has been spread out at this particular stage, I guess. The opportunities that I sort of had in the past 12 months or even 3 years, I would have never really envisaged ever. And I'm pretty happy at the moment. I'm pretty lucky, and I'm still keeping a sort of open attitude and trying to learn as much about my business, about music and the acting. So, there's a few little personal bits and pieces, but I won't go into those.
Oh, no, come on. You can't say that without just giving us a hint.
No.
Just maybe a hint.
No, well, no.
I mean, have you ever wanted dark hair? Have you ever
I got
wanted
the chance.
feet, or?
I got the chance to wear dark hair in this miniseries that
Right.
I'll remain nameless, and yeah, sort of little bits and pieces.
God, dear me, it's like trying to get blood out of a stone.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit like that, actually. My father's always had a. No, it's okay.
Oh, no, that's
Don't
it.
worry,
No, you can't stop.
I'm not
There's
gonna-
no
I'm not
way
gonna
now.
talk about it.
That's it. Now you've got to. Now your father's always
No,
had
no,
a big
no.
nose.
No,
He's
no,
had a big
nothing.
nose.
No,
a wart
I
on the end of his
don't
nose.
believe
He's had a
this.
wart on his nose. He's had big nostrils.
He's a big
What?
nostril.
He's had a-
Sounds
he's had-
like.
But
Like.
he has trouble with his
Nose.
nose run or anything like that.
No,
It's big.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You worry about the size of your nose?
No, not at all.
All right, I give up. Thank you very much indeed for your call.
Thanks.
You have a competition for us. Thanks for
Yeah.
all your calls, by the way, this morning.
We've got a competition where you get some front row seats. I'll get those
Front row seats.
front row seats to the Wembley concerts.
Right.
And also that's the new single there.
This is heavy stuff. We glossed over that. Very
You
smartish,
get
but
to that.
here's your opportunity to
And
go.
the question is, what is the mini-series that I've been doing in conjunction with the BBC in Australia? What's it actually called? So
the
you win
name-
those and tickets to Wembley.
Terrific. The name of the mini-series made in conjunction with the BBC. What is it called? Answers, of course, as always, to us here at Going Live on a postcard. BBC Television, London W12, 7RJ. When's the album out?
The album, hopefully April, May, sort of late April, early May. We're actually still obviously working on it at the moment, so we just have to see how things go.
Pleased with the results?
Yeah,
Happy
it's
with it?
fantastic.
Terrific.
This is a win.
Good. All right. Off you go then.
Right.
Thank you very much indeed.
I'll give you a
Jason
bit of
Donovan,
a
off you go.
song.
Well, if you would, I mean, it'd be nice to hear what you've been
Is that all
spending,
right?
sort of a couple of hours each day doing.
Oh,
It's a bit in between the
not a
ping pong.
couple of hours.
In between the ping pong. Jason Donovan, hang on to your love.
Just one chance in your life to find a love that's yours completely. I made only one mistake in my life, the day I